My name is Chelsea. I'm 19 years old and I have hypoplastic left heart syndrome. But you guys, as my readers and parents that I love so much, already know that. But for anybody new, I do have HLHS. I was born with it, and my mom didn't know when she was pregnant with me that she had it. It was when I was first born. They thought that something was off because I started turning a different color. And I had no heart murmur, so I was helicoptered to Children's Hospital, and there I had the Norwood 1, and when I was born, it was called Norwood 2. There was no Glen, and then I had the Fontan. So I did go through all 3 open heart surgeries. Along with my heart surgeries, I was in my heart issue. I also had enlarged liver and cirrhosis of the liver, and I have scoliosis, but it doesn't affect me that much. My right leg's just a little bit longer, so I walk a little fully, like I walk in a ditch sometimes, but you can't notice it that much. And what else I was born with dislocated hips, so that may be the reason why. So a little bit background information on me. Parents sometimes ask me, like, what are your checkups now that you're, an adult? Well, I go once a year for my liver, and I go once a year for my heart. Every other year, I either do a stress test or a Holter monitor, which I will warn you now, when your child has to do a Holter monitor, especially if you have a daughter, it will be torture for you as a parent, because I know I tortured my mother when I had to wear that to school. It was the worst thing. It's when they put all the stickies all over you, and you have that, like, purse thing and all the wires hang down in this little, like, computer. Hopefully they have wireless now, but that was the worst thing ever. I would wear, like, my grandfather's oversized, extra large sweatshirt and, like, stick it all in the pouch. These are noisy, I'm gonna take these off. Stick it in the pouch. It was so embarrassing. I did not like that. Nor did I like the stress test, but I'd rather do that. So I get stress tests, I have catheters done, I always have echoes, it's like norm, and when your son or daughter probably has, like, a lot of blood work, and they're always getting shots and needles and blood taken, and my favorite part is, like, when I go for blood getting taken now, like, the nurse is always like, I'm going to take your blood now. Are you okay with needles? Can you handle needles? And I think every HLHS person by the age of 13 will be like, bring it on. Like, that, they're always like, don't be afraid. I'm always like, let's just get it over with. This is normal. You can count on my holes. So, encourage getting needles because they're gonna get a lot. So it's not going to be a big deal. I say by the age 10, they'll be like, alright, let's go, bring it on. Also, I attend Philadelphia University, going into my sophomore year, and I am a fashion industry management major, along with marketing as a major. I minor in PR and communications and business management. I'm on a 5-year, I don't know if I already said that, 5-year MBA plan, I forget sometimes quickly. And, somebody just signed on Skype. And I love school. It's not as challenging as high school was, which I love. So I'm just gonna go over some frequently asked questions. Sorry if I mess up, or if I stutter, or if I say words different. Sometimes I tend to do that. But I'm not gonna edit it because I want you to get the whole package. So, okay. Frequently asked question number 1. Do you consider yourself normal? Are you normal? Yes, I'm very normal. I do everything a normal teenager would do. I have an extremely messy room. I have an excessive amount of food intake because I absolutely love food. That's one thing I I'm an extremely abnormal HLHS patient, because there's tend to be picky eaters, and I eat everything under the sun. There's not one thing. Tomatoes is the only thing I do not like. But I've had everything from shark to frog legs to ostrich to octopus. I love food. But, so, yeah, I go to parties, but never, okay. No drinking, no smoking, no inhaling smoke ever. Please, if I ask you to do one thing, is to brainwash your kids that inhaling, smoking, and doing drugs and drinking is the worst thing for them, because it will take many, many years off of their lives. Do not do it. I am so proud to say that I went through college without any temptations to do that or any urge or, no. I like to remember my nights and just really encourage that. That's the one thing. If I was a parent and my baby had HLHS, I would say no drinking, like every day, like just embed that in their head. But I do everything a normal teenager did. In high school, I was captain of the tennis team on varsity, and I ice skated for 12 years, and I am now a teacher. Like, I can ice skate. I can be a ice skating teacher. I love ice skating. I play basketball. I play t-ball. I never liked soccer. I'm kind of nervous when the ball, I don't know, I just don't like it. We joke around in my family that I'm the quarterback in the family because I have like a real nice throw. Get that spiral nice and tight. But yeah, I do everything a normal teenager would do, you know, especially the messy room. The next thing is, do you talk about your heart? And yeah, I talk about it a lot if I feel like it. Well, I used to ask questions about it. It was always brought up. I was never like told at a certain age, like, Chelsea, sit down, we have to tell you something. That scar on your chest isn't normal. Like, no, there was none of that. I was always talked about it. I was always told, you're just like everybody else. It's just, you know your limits. And that's exactly what it is. I know my limits, and I know that I have to drink more water than most people. So that's about all. Like, we talked about it the most when I was leaving for college, because there's going to be no mom to remind me to drink extra water, or to take your medicine, or to get enough sleep. Don't overexhaust yourself. So that's when we talked about it a lot. Next is, you know, drugs and alcohol, which I touch on. Just say no. Just keep, everybody's coming on Skype right now. Just no. Another question I get asked a lot is exercise, and I do exercise. I just started at the gym again in the past month. I love working out. I love doing abs, biking, treadmill. You'll never get me to do. Running is not my forte, and probably will never be my forte. You couldn't brag me enough to run a mile, and I'm done by the first lap, and that's just how, you know, I just know my limits. I mean, now if I trained like I did for tennis, I ran a mile because in order to get the spot that I wanted on the team, I had to complete a mile. So that whole summer before tennis, I prepared, and I ran that mile in under 10 minutes. Like, it's just, you train yourself, but would I willingly want to run? No. Another thing I wanted to point out is, if you do have questions you want to talk about, message me or send them in me and ask, and I'll definitely do this video again. Also, I want to do something called Tiny Chat, which we can all Skype call pretty much, and you can, all the parents and me, we can talk about everything. And if you're interested, just message me and tell me that you want to do that, and we can set up a time and date. But I hope I answered some of your questions. If you have any more, please ask me. And I hope that this finds you well. And good luck, and God bless everybody, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.